Hello guys, welcome to Thermomix Adventures. Lisa here. Hey look, I'm back. We are back in the kitchen. It's pretty much done and the floors are down and it's been a few weeks. But today I'm preparing my pantry again. So I'm putting everything back together and I want to take you on this journey today as I make some more vanilla paste. But I'm not just going to show you how to make vanilla paste, I'm going to show you how to make vanilla extract as well. So come with me today, let's do this together. If you're watching on, remember to comment and engage in the comments so that Facebook or the replay on YouTube knows that you want to see this. And also with that note, if you've made vanilla paste or extract before, put it in the comments. I'd love to know that you can say, yep, I've done that. So the vanilla paste recipe is on Cookie Dough. It is really incredibly simple. We make a sugar syrup, we then put the beans into it, and then we're going to cook it up and blitz it. So let's get started on that because then I want to talk to you about extract. And we'll talk a little bit about beans as well. So we'll go straight to start cooking. First thing you can see is sugar, 150 grams. So in goes, now I am using white sugar today. I've used raw generally. I just couldn't get raw. It was out of stock the other day, so I had to buy this. I have used monk fruit before, however, I find it crystallizes as it sits there, so it isn't necessarily ideal. But yeah, you certainly could. We're just making a syrup, really. 130 grams of water. Okay, it's kind of equal portions of water to sugar, and then on with the lid, and it's going to cook this up, dissolve that sugar. So 5 minutes, 50 degrees, speed 2. Now while it's doing that, today I'm going to take the chance to actually use my vanilla beans from my extract. You guys have seen in videos before. It's in a fancy bottle. It's not that bottle. It's just cheap vodka and vanilla beans. But I'm going to now take these vanilla beans, they are spent, and I'm going to use them in my paste today, or at least half of them, okay? If I can get them out of the bottle. So I do have both, one's out of the bottle, and I have a new packet, all right? Well, actually, it's not a new, it's an opened, been in the freezer packet, okay? I tend to buy my vanilla beans online. I just look for who's got the cheapest at the time. I don't mind if they're due to expire because I make sure they're airtight and I freeze them, okay? The worst that can happen with vanilla is they can get sugar mold in it, and that's not the end of the world. It's still cookable. It's a bit like dates. Dates get the white film on the inside. These can as well. Don't let them go to waste. They're fine still, okay? So these have been in the freezer for quite some time, and we're going to use pretty much half and half today, but we're also going to go a little skimpy on it because I know that I don't need the full amount this recipe calls for when it comes to the vanilla. So you can actually make your vanilla pods go further. So that's pretty cool. Does anyone watching along actually have a vanilla orchid? I, for my 40th, bought myself 2 of them, but they take at least 5 years to get a flower. And then you've got like a 12-hour window to actually pollinate the flower. So I'm not holding my breath on getting any, but it's kind of fun growing them anyway. But yes, vanilla beans. So we're heating this up, 50 degrees, speed 2. It's going to be done rather quickly. You'll see the next 2 ingredients after the vanilla is actually some glucose syrup, or actually they call in this recipe for rice malt. Okay, you can use glucose syrup. Similarly, it is to stop it going too hard. My current bottle will not have enough in it. I actually bought these on sale the other day because I want to recycle the bottles. We actually buy rice malt in really big containers, but then inevitably the jars that we decant into make a big mess everywhere. So I saw these squeezy bottles of rice malt. They were reduced to clear, and I thought, excellent, I'm going to wash them out. I'm just going to decant into them, and then the kids and everyone can't make as much mess. We'll let you know how that goes. But I'm actually nearly out and I didn't get the big one out today, so I'll just use what I've got. If you don't have rice malt, you don't have glucose syrup, you could try for honey, but if honey is strong flavored, it's going to overpower the vanilla. So I would be actually saying to you, don't worry about the honey, don't use maple, just skip it out. Let it get a bit thicker. It's not the end of the world, okay? So up to you. But don't go specialty shopping if you don't have it, okay? That would be my suggestion. Save the fuel money, save the extras that inevitably we pick up, right, when we go shopping. Just use what you've got. So sugar, water so far, it's already at 50 degrees, so I'm actually going to stop it early. I think we'll find that sugar's dissolved. Let's have a look. Yeah, see, it's clear now. It looks like water. So next, Okay, six, it says 8 to 10 vanilla beans cut in quarters. Now, a tip when you're cutting vanilla beans is actually cut them with scissors. If you cut them with a knife, you cut the seeds out of them, and the seeds is what flavors them. Yes, the skin has flavor too, but a lot of it is the seeds. Now, I do have one here. It fell into, I think, custard that the kids were making the other day, so I washed it off. So I'm going to put that one in, and then I'm just going to grab the ones out of here. Now, if I get a bit of vanilla essence is actually artificial, so it's a synthetic vanilla. So if you buy essence, it's synthetic. It's actually half the strength of an extract. So just a little FYI, if you're cooking a recipe and it calls for extract but you've only got the essence, you got to use twice as much. Okay, so I'm going to try. Now, I do have a little bit of stuff in here. I'd rather not have that come out. I don't know if I'm going to be able to control that. Just have a little jar here, but I do want at least half of these out, because if I put new vodka in here, so this is my homemade, oh, there we go, this is what I wanted. This is my homemade. Now, homemade takes 8 to 9 months to actually make. Okay, I don't mind if a few of these stay behind. Oh, you know what, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'll leave those 2 in. They will have some flavor still. So that will make me 5 spent ones, but I then want to put, I'm going to put a couple of non-infused ones in as well. So we're cutting them so they fit down the blade shaft. My packet of frozen up the back. They still smell like vanilla, so you're all good, okay? You're still going to get flavor out of them. We're just not letting them go to waste, which is pretty cool. But yeah, to make your own, which I'll show you in a second how easy that is to actually make your own. But as I said, you've got to take time. You've got to do it in advance. These are the fresh ones out of the freezer. Fresh out of freezer? You know what I mean. You've got to do it in advance. It's got to sit in a dark cupboard for 8 to 9 months, and the color changes from clear vodka to that color. How cool is that? And it smells amazing. Yeah, it smells amazing. I'm not going to go any further on a description of that. All right, there's our tablespoon of rice malt. Let's see if I can get any out of this. Maybe, there we go. Maybe a teaspoon. Only because I'm looking forward to washing this out. Little tip with your plastic bottles, if you're going to try and do that, don't put them through the dishwasher. I did that with the first one. It demolishes into nothing and you can't use it, okay? So little tip. Okay, 2 pinches of salt. That actually sweetens it. So salt brings out the sweetness. And then on with the lid and the measuring cup. And we're going to actually blitz this down for 1 minute. Now, while that 1 minute is going, I am going to top up my other one to go in the cupboard, okay, my extract. So all I need to do that is literally put in another half a dozen of these beautiful frozen / fresh pods, okay? So that's 4, 5, 6, and I will just seal this up and put it back in the freezer. Still plenty in there. By the way, that's from Honest to Goodness, but honestly, most of the time I just go Googling and I look for the cheapest. Vanilla & Co. used to be great. I haven't bought from them in a while though. This is now cheap vanilla. So my in-laws went overseas and they bought us, they said, what do you want, duty free? And they brought us back this. You don't need anything fancy, you don't need anything expensive. Cheapest is best and flavorless is best. However, on that note, many years ago, I made, so my sister-in-law moved overseas, which is hence why they were over there, and she left us her entire collection of half-drunken bottles of stuff. So there was brandy schnapps and gins and all sorts of different varieties. And over time, I got fed up with looking at them in the pantry. And some of you were probably around back in those days of early COVID where we jumped online and started cooking. Can you see the concentration, guys? I haven't spilled it yet. Anyway, and I just thought, you know what, I'm going to chuck vanilla beans in them and just put them away. And they were beautiful. Yes, they had some infused flavors, other flavors in them, but it was a really great way to use up things that we wouldn't usually have got in the cupboard. And I just got fed up with looking at them in the cupboard space. So that, where's my lid for it? That, with its 2 spent and 6 beans, new beans, is going to, in 8 to 9 months time, turn into that. So that's pretty cool. And I've just kept this bottle because I like the look of it. It doesn't have to be in a fancy bottle. You do need it to be glass. You need to be able to seal it. But otherwise, and I could actually use that, and I'll probably will go find another glass that I like. This one's just a bit ordinary. Nothing wrong with it. If you've got it and you're making it, that's fine. I just love that you're making it. But I also don't need that much space. And put some more in, because in Christmas time, early New Year, that's going to be ready to go. But if you need something faster, this is how you do it, okay? So up to speed 9, 1 minute. Done. I just went searching to see if I can find another fancy jar to use. Now it does say to do that step again, so scrape down the sides just so you can get rid of any bits that are stuck up the sides. See, there's a little, like the sides have a little bit of a chunk to them, and then pretty much it's done. Now it will thicken as it cools because it's got the sugar syrup, and that naturally thickens like you'd expect in a jam and stuff. So don't like kind of open this up and go, oh my goodness, you know, it's runny. That's okay, it will thicken. So let's just blitz that again, and I'm going to fill up this other one with what's remaining all the way to speed 9, 1 minute. Got enough here to cover the vanilla. You do want your vanilla covered, so I will have to go searching and see what we've got in the deep dark depths of our cupboards and see if there's anything in there I can add to that. But excited to do that with you because I've been procrastinating about doing that for a long time. All right, that's close enough to done. Transfer to a sterilized jar and allow to stand to room temperature, approximately 30 minutes. Yum, vanilla, beautiful. Just with this, sterilized jar is important, otherwise you're going to find it's just not going to last. Your shelf life is going to be significantly changed. You will know though, there's no need, in my opinion, to label dates on this. You will know when it's no longer right. Like, it will be growing, it has its own little life, but there's so much sugar in it that even if you found it down the track in your fridge and it looked fine, it will be fine. Okay, so you'll know if it's not fine. So look, I'll just show you. I think you can see. Just pour this in. Now this will probably take a second jar. Oh no, maybe not. Oh, there's a tablespoon left. How annoying. Now don't let your bowl go to waste. This is your time to add some ice and some milk and maybe some cream and whip it up into a milkshake. Make yourself a little cheesecake on top, something yummy that needs some vanilla. However, that's probably a little too much vanilla. I probably don't need that much unless I'm making a massive milkshake for the kids. But otherwise, guys, I hope you found that of value. I hope you'll make it so that you don't need to buy it, okay? Source some vanilla. Don't buy them by the one. You know how you can buy them by the one at the supermarket? It's too expensive. Jump online, see where you can source some, and let me know when you make it, because I love it. I love to know you're making your food from scratch. It's bringing you joy. It's doing what you want it to do to help you in the kitchen. Now, on that note as well, if you're not already, subscribe to TMXing Adventures. I do have a new downloadable coming out real soon, okay? So we're just about to round up the gluten-free, dairy-free series. and we're starting something else. So if you want to be the first to know about that, it comes out in my newsletters. That'll be coming out in the next couple of days. So if you're not already, subscribe over there. When you do sign up, you get a fridge freezer essentials download from me. That is literally the things I have in my pantry, my fridge, and my freezer, so that I don't have to run to the shops when I feel like making a cheesecake, okay? That's what that is. And then you'll also find that over the next few weeks, you'll get a couple more emails from me. And there's things on there like how to get the most out of your aroma, some recipe suggestions there. Hello, Sue, lovely to see you on. You'll find on there's other downloadables, there's quick dinners, there's some easy snacks, things like that. So there's information from me that hopefully inspires you and gives you more confidence with your Thermomix, regardless of what model you've got or what other version of a thermo cooker you have. All right, so if you do have questions, reach out. Happy to hear from you. Always happy to answer questions, problem solve recipes with you. Not that there's many recipe problems these days with our good old guided cooking. But yeah, always happy to hear from you. And if you want a demo with 2 friends online, I am more than happy to jump online, cook with you guys, and get you a discounted host reward and show them how Thermomix can help them in their kitchen as well. But otherwise, have a fantastic day. I can't wait to see your vanilla in the Thermomix or your extract come Christmas time when you've used those vanilla beans to sit there and infuse in a dark spot. If you remember, tip it over occasionally, just give it a little agitation in there, but I didn't remember. Okay, and it worked out perfectly fine. So take care, and I'll see you in the next video soon. Bye for now.